Shalom and welcome to Simchat Yisrael. In this week's Parsha, we come to the end of the epic story of the book of Exodus. But the book ends on a bit of an anticlimax. After the sin of the golden calf, God forgives Israel and shows Moses his glory. Then he commands the children of Israel to build the Mishkan, a house for God where he can dwell amongst his people. The Mishkan is filled with imagery from the Garden of Eden, and as the children of Israel build it, there is this anticipation of returning to the garden that we once lost. God was going to walk with us once again as he did in the beginning. But then the Mishkan is completed, God's glory fills the tabernacle, and Moses is physically forced out. Neither he nor anyone else can stand to be in the presence of the Lord. God is dwelling among us, but we can't get close to him. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel down below. The Haftarah portion from 1 Kings shows us that hundreds of years later, things still haven't changed. King Solomon builds a magnificent temple, far greater in scale than anything Moses had ever conceived of. Now, instead of a tent made of cloth and rope, the Ark of the Covenant resides in a palace of cedar and gold. But despite the grander setting, the result is the same. When the Ark is placed in the Holy of Holies, the glory of the Lord fills the tabernacle, and once again the priests are forced out and cannot come close to the presence of God. It would seem that despite our best efforts, despite all the things we do to get closer to God, to make ourselves suitable for him, there is something missing from the equation, something that keeps us from being able to truly be in his presence. The best efforts of Moses and Aaron and Solomon bring us to the edge of the veil, but no closer. But we are not without hope. The book of Hebrews tells us that while our best efforts may have failed to bring us into God's presence, Messiah Yeshua has passed through the tent once and for all. The blood of goats and rams, our best efforts, were never enough to wash us clean enough to stand before God. But the blood of Messiah Yeshua has washed us clean. And now, God no longer dwells in temples made by human hands, but in our hearts, where he will be with us forever. Yeshua's sacrifice has torn the veil that separated us from God. And now a prophet greater than Moses, a priest greater than Aaron, and a king greater than Solomon has taken us by the hand and led us to a place where we could not go on our own, into the presence of God. Shalom, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. And don't forget to visit simchatyisrael.org to learn more.